All right, YouTube, I wanted to give you some medical device sales tips that I have seen been effective in the industry thus far. Because obviously, when everybody starts out, you don't really know what the heck you're doing. You're just kind of walking into these offices. You're like, oh my God, am I doing the right thing? You get a lot of autonomy to make these mistakes. But sometimes it's on you to figure out what I did wrong. So without further ado, I want to get right into it. These aren't ranked in any particular order, just sort of all important and something to watch out for. So a good rule of thumb that I have seen anytime when you're doing anything with healthcare providers is a poke not punch mentality. Because if you come in trying to essentially disrupt the bear, depending on what the answer is, they might not like it. So sometimes what I have done is, go into the office with new pieces of information each time. Very subtle, just make sure that they know that you want a little bit of their time. But anytime that you do get their time, don't slander other companies' products. Don't slander any other company's reps. Just give little pokes here or there that, you're thinking about them. Hopefully they can get to think about you and that you have something that's important that they can use. And the next one's going to be Outwork the Competition. This is an easy one that I think, because personally, my mentality anytime when I go out anywhere is I'm going to try and outwork this person, or I'm not going to let them outwork me. So I'm going to get up at 4 a.m. I'm going to do my LinkedIn outreach. I'm going to make my cold calls, etc. And in hopes that I'm going to beat out whatever the other person is doing. Like anytime the other person might get lazy in their phone calls or anything, I'm going to be there to take that. So you have to be willing to do those kinds of things to be successful in med device. More in med device I think is always better with respect to the more you're doing to service your clients and accounts. By that, I don't mean, if an office kicks you out to, go back there the next day and demand to be seen. But what I do mean is just do more of the good that you've done every single day for these accounts so that they favor you. Like personally for me, I work weekends because I know that the competition is not usually most of the time. And then, I just put patients first over anything that I'm doing. If I have a date night and a patient calls me and needs something done, I'm doing it because I know at the end of the day, I'm servicing this physician's patients. This is a big deal and they have to treat it as such. And another thing is figuring out how to exactly be better than competitors. If that means working longer hours, if that means figuring out how your product can be superior. And also if that means, finding other reps to hire so you can do more selling, and cutting them into your commission or salary, whatever that looks like for you to get ahead, you got to figure it out and then figure it out quickly so that you can capitalize on it and move the needle to your physicians. Now, another thing that I've seen is many people have problems getting past the front desk. All right, so the front desk, at least when I was doing it in the beginning, used to be my most feared thing. But now I honestly love it because I shifted the narrative for myself. When you get them on your side, they'll do the exact same thing for you that, you were so afraid of them doing to you. Because if you get someone who obviously doesn't want you to see the provider, they prefer a competitor, etc., you got to have the mindset that in due time, they're going to do that exact same thing for me. Because if you have someone that has no allegiance to any of the representatives, they'll just let anyone back there, they would do the same exact thing to you. So treat them all with respect, treat them like gold. They do a lot for these providers and they need to be treated like such. So that's just a couple tips that I had for you. Hopefully those help. Hopefully those can, reframe your mindset on a certain couple things. Leave a thumbs up on the video, like, subscribe. It would help me out a bunch. Thank you.